I do this for my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen whipping soda.
It's real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.
No, I ain't exactly what you used to. No, you probably were what I'm used to. I don't blame you what you're supposed to.
You know where you're at. You know where you are. You know the fucking vibes. Gunshot. Yes. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Jordon's World Podcast. Wheel model for Toyz. How we looking, man? You know the blue. You know the blue fucking vibes, huh? It's been a month. Oh, man, where has he been? You know the vibes. 36. The large looking like, you know what I mean? It's extra large. I'm a little bigger Paul, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're here. Episode 68, I'm sure. Jordon's World Podcast. We're gonna chill.
This from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen whipping.
You know where you are. You know where you're at. I know, ladies and gentlemen, boo all you want. It doesn't matter. I'm feeling great. 36, gaining weight. I'm running. Let me relax. Come on, guys. We're here. You know what I'm saying? Jordon's World Podcast. Will model for Toyz. Jordan. Jody. Whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen. How have you been? How have you been, huh? Things looking good for you out here, huh? Time is moving, ladies and gentlemen. It's been almost a month and a half. Feel like I've been lazy, guys. I know. I felt like I was, I'm ready to go. But, you know, life happens. Ups and downs, roller coasters. I don't like them. Don't like boats either. Seasick things. I'm seeing things. It's still sickening. What else we got? Let me relax. I ain't gonna drink. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all that, you know what I mean? Y'all been showing and proving. Y'all been showing up. Make sure you liking. Make sure you commenting. Make sure you just, you know what I'm saying? Letting people know, like, hey, nah, this shit is the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what we got, man? Fashion, criminal clothing. You know what I mean? Fly shit only, man. But I'm gonna say fly-ish. Don't want to mess up the algorithms. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're shopping fashioncriminalclothing.com. You know what I'm saying? You know the vibes, man. I'm just always in something. You know what I mean? Got to. But what we got? How you guys been, huh? I know time is moving, ladies and gentlemen. Things are moving quick in your life. You're trying to solve this problem, but another problem pops up. You know what I'm saying? Can't really focus, but you're trying to focus. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on the same hype, guys. Things haven't changed with me.
I do this from my culture, penny.
What I will say is I've been thinking as I get older, guys, again, I'm 36. I realize that as you get older, you start to realize that there's a certain type of misconception. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, misconception. You have a belief of who you believe you are.
Talk to him.
And then within that belief, that's how you act. You know what I'm saying? So if you think you're cool, guess how you're acting? You're acting cool. If you think you're sad, guess how you're acting? You guessed it. You're acting sad. Ladies and gentlemen, you are who you believe you are, and it's going to show when it's time to show. But where the misconception comes in is where you're trying to give off whatever type of vibe, and the people who are receiving that type of vibe view it as a whole different type of vibe. So what you may think is cool is really corny, but you don't know it's corny because you think you're cool. Yes, think about that. I know. Listen, to every cool person, there's someone that thinks that cool person is corny. You know what I'm saying? And that could be you. Why is it you, though? You know what I'm saying? How did you even come to... Listen, let me relax.
I do this from my culture, penny nick.
Boom, let's just start early. So for me, right, I said this in the previous podcast. You have to go back and find it. You know what I'm saying? In my life, I I think I'm a cool guy. I think I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? I think like I'm easy to talk to. Like I listen. You know what I'm saying? But for whatever reason, I don't believe in horoscopes. You know what I'm saying? Recently, I've been looking into horoscopes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff. I graduated. Fuck that up. This guy. But anyway, I was born April 19th. So ladies and gentlemen, that makes me fall into like an Aries thing. Those who know horoscopes, hey, you know what I'm talking about. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I started recently looking at some of that stuff. A few memes, a few jokes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of that stuff makes sense. I'm like, wow, is there more people like me? You know what I'm saying? And then I realized that is an Aries thing. Though, that's what a misconception is, ladies and gentlemen.
Talk to him.
Just because one person is an Aries that you know and they have all the attributes of what you think an Aries is, that doesn't mean that's for every Aries, you know what I'm saying? And most times people do that. It's like, oh, if you're a single parent, or like if you have a baby mama or you have a baby daddy, it's like, oh, your life must be miserable. You got child support. You're going through this. You're going through that. You know what I'm saying? But people are only using the information that they know and what they believe to be like whatever's going on with you, right? So for me, I said this again. I thought I forgot, but I didn't. Just for those. Anyway.
They don't want to see us win.
I believe, like, right on my forehead, it says bitch ass nigga. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? Because in my life, for whatever reason, people want to just challenge me on like stuff or do stuff to where it's like, nah, you do that with those guys, you know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I feel like I'm the cool person, you know what I'm saying? I joke around, you know what I'm saying? I know how to talk, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, with all that information that you have of me, this is what you came up with. Guys, that's what the misconception is. And let me tell you how we get there, guys.
Treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
I've said this multiple times, guys. When we're on the road to success, what we believe the things that we need to change. So if I think I'm a funny guy and I joke all the time, people are going to believe I joke all the time. So what do? I don't joke all the time. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I don't want you to believe that at no point in my life I can't be serious. No, I can be serious. But if I only show you one way, guess how you're going to think?
When you said that last time?
One way. Guys, we have to be like cognizant of that. Like, what am I showing people? Like, if I feel like I'm showing people the cool stuff, so that means, right, let's break down what's being cool. You might be a little more, arrogant than most people. You know what I'm saying? You might look at yourself as a competitor. You know what I'm saying? You might feel like you're better than the rest. So that's what you feel like you giving off.
Crazy, man.
But for other people...
Wanted to shine so bad that I got left in the dark.
Alright guys, let's play rock, paper, scissors. Hey dude, you're going too tough. Why are you going so hard for rock, paper, scissors? You know what I'm saying? So in your mind, you're just a competitive person. You don't really realize that, but the stuff that you're being competitive for in other people's eyes ain't stuff that's worth being competitive. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you looking like the cool winner, you really look like
Crazy, man.
the corny loser winner. You know what I'm saying? It's like being clean dirty. Like, we know people, fuck, it's crazy. So like, we know people, we know men, women, them, she, her, all of them and they, all over there, all that shit, right? We can look at you and just think one way of you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And the smartest thing I ever did was play dumb.
like, clean dirty. I'm sorry, thought I forgot, but I didn't. Look, clean dirty is where it's like, you don't show no characteristics of being like a clean person. You know what I'm saying? Food fall on the table, you don't mind. Oh, I think it's a clean table, not knowing that they used the old rag anyway. Boom. They use the old rag to clean it, you eating off of the table. In some people's eyes, it's like, that's not really cool or clean. You're dirty. But you styling though. You got on the cool shoes, you got on the cool jeans, you got on the cool shirt. Guess what? You might even have a cool hat. But you're dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things that people pay attention to. Ladies and gentlemen, hey fellas, this for you, right? So boom. If you just got off of work and you make a lot of money, we don't know though, but it looked like you just got off of work. a chick ain't gonna look at you and be like, oh, I know he making money. It's gonna be like, damn, like he got on the steel-toed boots. I know he's supposed to look dirty, but does he have to look that dirty? Boom, you see your man come through. He kind of clean dirty. He might be a manager at the construction joint with the construction boots. His is Tim's, we don't know, but boom. He might have a whole different vibe coming from where you work. And because he looks a little more clean, he's gonna get a lot more. He's gonna get further ahead than you would, you know what I'm saying? But if you clean dirty, it's like, I see what you was trying to do, but you didn't even try to shave. You know what I'm saying? You tried to dress up the dirtiness with trying to look clean. So you work at a construction site. You work at a construction site, but your shirt is coke white.
Crazy.
But your jeans are still dirty. Your shoes are still. How do you get on the? So you clean dirty now. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Let's go. Let's fast forward it. Boom. We at the club. I don't go to the club. It's been years. I'm just saying. Boom. We go to the club. You styling from head to toe. You forgot to put on deodorant.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at you. In your eyes, you killing them. All fashion labels showing all that. You red by all. You do. Hey, my man, you killing them. But if you got a stench of deodorant that's not really being used, so you musty, but you dress clean, you clean dirty. You know what I'm saying? Chicks, I ain't gonna let you go. Some of y'all be looking, oh man, look at, she's gorgeous, beautiful. I'm saying, drop dead. You know what I'm saying? But
I love you from a distance.
I only get sushi at Makuni's. Why does it smell like
It's real more for toys. It's not
clean dirty? That's all I'm saying. Now, the people are confused. Let's relax. Let's relax. I got a chick.
Who's in the sofa, mommy
Boom.
watching Oprah,
Boom.
daddy.
I don't want to date myself, but there was a commercial for toothpaste. It may have been Listerine. It was a young, handsome European man, from what they was trying to make it seem. And he didn't smile with his teeth showing. And then he did smile, but then it was like a commercial showing like, oh, your teeth yellow or whatever the case is. Boom, teeth super yellow. So he couldn't get the chick. But before the smile, we was confused. We thought, oh shit, this is like Baywatch. But it ain't. It's like, yo, you forgot something. So now we have clean dirty. So boom. Now we're talking about the actions going into it. The actions that could let you know that the road that you on may not be the road. Again, guys, I'm trying to show people I'm not a bitch ass nigga. So now I gotta stand up for things that I have to stand up for, just so you don't have the wrong idea. Ladies and gentlemen, once you get to a certain age, I know what you're thinking. Hey, I don't have time for this shit. I ain't got time to prove this to this person. If you believe it, you just believe it. You know what I'm saying? At what point do we stop trying to show and prove that we're one way when we're really the other way? You know what I'm saying? If we stop dealing with people
They don't want to see us win.
who don't pay attention to the things that we pay attention to. For those who care more than others care. I'm gonna let that breathe.
Focus, man.
For those who care more than others. I'm gonna relax. I'm on PTSD right now. I'm sweating. Lights is on.
I do this from my culture, penny nigga.
So boom. There's people out there who care more than the other person. And I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, coming from someone who used to do it, I used to care. I used to put myself second. Why? Because I don't want you to think that it's all about me. So if I'm a winner in real life, if in my real life I've never felt like I lost, you know what I'm saying? I have to show that I'm a winner. But if you believe that that's all I care about, I now have to show you that I don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? That way, if we're talking, you don't take it the wrong way. Because if you believe what you believe, oh, if I talk to Jordon, it's just going to be an argument. Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait. Relax. Sidebar. A big misconception about me, right? Oh, man, Jordon, don't do it. I'm doing it. Listen. People feel, and listen, if you fuck with me, dead ass, hit me and let me know. Pause too. And let me know, like, hey, these niggas is wrong about you. A big misconception about me, right? I feel like a few of the key elements of Jordon, things that make people like me. I listen very well. I listen, oh my gosh, for those who care more than the other person, listen. when you can listen to someone talk, it could be the same story 75,000 times. You're okay with listening to it, you know what I'm saying? But
Hold up.
it's only when you feel like, hey, you know what, today, I don't want to hear that shit. When you say that, now you've never listened ever in your life. But for you, it's like, I've listened 75,000 times, and it was about nothing. I let you get that shit off, but it wasn't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally decide that I don't want to listen, but I care enough for me to know that, hey, you don't have anybody to talk to, so I'm willing to listen. Even though that's a part of who I am anyway, I could turn off me really not caring based on I know you don't have anyone to talk to, you feel me? So boom, I give you that. Off rip. I'm giving you something that even in a moment where I probably don't even want to do it, I do it. And because of that, you now believe anytime you have a problem, hey man, I stubbed my toe at the job. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. But you believe that you could talk to me about it. Why? Because I misled you. I let you think all the times that you talk to me about the stupid shit that you can come on the longest day that you've ever had. You can call me and be like, hey man, I just need to talk to you. And then me being the listener that I am, I just sit up there and say, hey man, what you got to say? And then guess what you say? Let me tell you about me stubbing my toe at the job.
When you said that last time,
I'm gonna let that breathe.
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the soap.
For the people who care more than the other person, you know, deep down in your fucking soul,
Talk to him.
if you stubbed the toe at your job and you had to think of somebody to call, you call that person. Hey man, what you doing? That person says, hey, I'm busy. Now you know you've been busy 75,000 times. You could never call that person and be like, hey man, I stubbed my toe. Without, hey man, I'm gonna call you right back.
when you said that last time, I was kind of tripping, right?
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa. Mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with.
So what do we call that, ladies and gentlemen? We call that taking advantage of your attributes, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are givers, some people are carers, some people are caregivers. Don't ask me how. Some people are willing to put themselves second for the other person. And those are the ones who's left sitting around asking, who is going to care for me? Who is going to care about my toe getting stubbed? Who is going to care about this story that they've heard 1,000 times just because I want to get my shit off? Boom, look, another misconception. People think just because they had the longest of days, it's the longest day in the world. No one could possibly, ever in the world could have the longest day either. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we start doing the comparing Olympics. Let's see. Hey, let's see how hard you had to work. Those who do shot put is different than long distance running.
Hey, treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
Work is work. Gold medal is a gold medal. But as humans, ladies and gentlemen, we can see the difference. You didn't have to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So when I had to sit and listen to your story, when you thought I had nothing to do, if you thought just because you have kids and because I have kids, I don't have to do as much because your kids are younger. No, I have the same responsibilities you have. It may be on a different level and it may take a different level of attention, though the responsibilities are the responsibilities, ladies and gentlemen. And when people are looking at your life, and I hate social media for this because it comes to the faking and the fucking fraud. Right back, I always find a way to come back, let the gunshots go. Ladies and gentlemen, because this is how people think, and we're gonna break it down.
I do this from my culture, penny.
So boom. If on your social media it looks like you're with your kids all the time, it looks like you cook dinners every night, and it looks like you go to the gym, I do that. I'm just saying, if
They don't want to see us win.
I meet you in person, because now we're in real life. Now whatever I think, I'm not going to apply to real life because that's all I know. This is what you showed me. You know what I'm saying? So if this is what you're showing me, I'm assuming this is what you're doing. And if it's not what you're doing, then I've been misled. Now I have a misconception about you. So boom. In real life, this is where you get to put the whatever you thought of a person on social media, you will now apply that. If the person is super funny on social media, and then when you meet them, they some duds.
Goddamn.
Well, fuck out of here. Now you're lying. I thought you was the same way. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that eats at me. You know what I mean? The biggest misconception that I have. I sometimes fall for it. I fall for the chick that's super beautiful. Oh, you're gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Right? And then you start talking to him, and it does. You're not that funny. You just found the funny stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't even talk. You know what I'm saying? I just posted this shit. Like,
Get him, daddy.
I'm tired of thinking that people know how to talk. I thought if I said, look at, boom, biggest misconception. When you think you could tell someone something vulnerable, right? You could be like, hey man, guess what? I'm going through a divorce. Whoop, wop the van, all kind of shit, right? Niggas hit you with the, damn man, that's crazy. No, nigga, I know your relationship is trash. Nigga, what the fuck's going on over there? You gotta tell me. If I'm vulnerable with you, you gotta be vulnerable with me. And maybe that's a man thing, but I'm just saying, even with regular people, hey man, if I tell you an embarrassing moment about me, I'm expecting to hear something embarrassing about you. I just dropped the wall for you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I just let you get into my life on some real shit, so you don't even know. Like if it was an embarrassing moment and I almost tripped, and I was like, oh shit, this ain't even as embarrassing as you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be like, oh okay, nah, I get it. Nah, let me tell you something that happened to me. If you don't do that with me, if you're not willing to be vulnerable with me, like I think I am with you, and if shit, why are people vulnerable? I'm all over the place. People are vulnerable with you because they believe in whatever you're telling them. This is why they're telling you all this information. Though you could be speaking to someone who only speaks of themselves. We know when niggas is lying, you know what I'm saying? But when niggas is being vulnerable, you gotta give it up. If you tell me something, any nigga who's, listen, let's keep it solid. Anybody who know me, fuck what it look like. Sometimes I don't look approachable.
Crazy, man.
But if you talk to me and you tell me some shit, I'll be like, damn, bro, I didn't even pause too. I didn't even know it was like that. Boom, now I'm right back. Hey, and I'll say it too, like if I'm joking or if I'm hating, I'll be like, hey, you know what? Since you gave it up, now I gotta tell you something just so you know we on the same, you know what I mean? Because if you feel that comfortable to talk to me, I want you. If you feel that comfortable to talk to me, telling me what you're telling me about yourself, I should feel just as equal, or sprinkle a little bit of lies in there. It's all good. You gotta give them something. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking to me, you better lie. Hey, just lie, bro. Like, cause if I find out you was lying,
Crazy, man.
it's easier than me just believing the truth, and then you lie. You know what I'm saying? So if you lie from the rip and you tell me like, hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't gonna tell you the truth. So boom, give me the story. Now I'm gonna believe the story. You know what I'm saying? But if we can't do that, if we have to sit back and be like, hey man, I don't know if this nigga was lying or not, then no. Now I'm gonna start thinking one way, and that's what happens when we believe what we believe, not looking at the signs. Hey, if you say you're a clean dude, but you're really clean dirty, you niggas ain't ironing your clothes. You know what I'm saying? So you can have on the Balenciagas, you can have on the whatevers. But if you dirty, it's like the kid in high school that we thought was just corny, and he finally got some Jordans. It's like the Jordans don't really help you because we already believe what we believe. That shit kind of only work on new people. You know what I'm saying? I've said this before. If you're peeling yourself in the 7th grade and now I see you 30 years later, you still the guy who, that's just what I know you as. You may have been on the 9 piss on yourself streak, but that's all I know of you. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's really hard to
Talk to him.
It's kind of hard to break out of how people look at you. So that's how you have to know. You just got to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you're never going to please anyone, no matter what you do to try to show and prove. Hey, man, because this is what happens, right? If men who have kids and they take care of them, look, you know what I'm talking about. You feel like you the coolest dad in the world. Tell me I'm lying. Let's just let it breathe. Talk about your high school stories, middle school stories. Hey man, when I had the girl, man, I was blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know, right?
I do this for my culture, penny nickels.
And then your kids look at you and they say you're corny. They don't believe none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like you can prove it. But they don't believe none of that shit until you show and prove. If you're viewed that way as a man, now you feeling tight because now your kids is older and you feel like, hey, I've been like the coolest person all through whatever. And they still look at you as corny because they didn't see any of that. When you're on the path of trying to be a better person, when you're on the path of looking at yourself and saying you're flawed, because you have to tell yourself these things. Hey, you know what? I have been doing the same thing the last few years and it's just been the same. So anyone who's been dealing with this nice person for the last 4 years,
They treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
you were a few years prior to that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be that person.
I go lying again.
But you showed enough growth. It only takes 17 times for someone to have a new habit. It's something that's just natural now. So if you've been a nice person after being a mean person, and now you're the nice person, they forgot about the mean person. But you know the mean person. But you know the path that you're on to be the nice person. But once you're no longer the nice person, you're looked at as the bad person. But now the... Guys, listen. People just believe what they want to believe.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels.
And caring, right? Another misconception. I just want to throw this out here.
Get him, daddy.
There's some people, and you motherfuckers better comment. Listen. I believe, I don't know if it's an Aries thing, I don't know if it's just a Jordon thing. We're in Jordan's world, fucking we're here. Listen, fashion criminal clothing, make sure you cop. Listen, if at some point in your life you realize, hey,
They treat me like a king, I deserve to be pampered.
I need to change. You need to tell yourself, hey, what am I changing for? If you're changing to keep the same people around you, are you growing? Or are you conforming to what's around you? Niggas around you could be here, but you're really here. But the change you're making is here.
It's real 1 for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.
You can't change to go down. You gotta change to go up. So I feel, because I don't care about a lot of stuff, and this is, you thought I forgot, I just be trying to bring it back just to see where, you know what I mean, boom. So, for those who believe this, I know I'm not alone. And I don't know if it's an Aries thing, but I only care about something when I talk about it. So if I say, hey, you know what? When I walk in the house, I need 65 degrees. It's only so many times I'm gonna tell you. It's only so many times I'm gonna remind you. Until I don't care. I'm not complaining anymore about the heat. I'm sweating. I'm not complaining about that. I'm not saying nothing about nothing. Because when I care, I talk about it. When I don't care anymore, after already talking about it, I've just accepted that it's not going to be my way. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's about. You have to accept when things are going to be your way or the other way. And you have a choice. You could deal with it being the other way, or you can leave that and do it your way. These are the choices that we have. That's it. Because when we care about something, no matter what you do, you can try to tuck it off to the side, but we know who you are. We know when you were born. We know your horoscope, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We know what you're gonna... Listen, we know the nigga who dirty clean. The nigga still use bar soap. Niggas ain't using lotion, pause. Chicks, I ain't gonna leave you out of there. If you hit over 25, and even if you don't even use it, if I come through, look through the bathroom, and you ain't got Summer's Eve, even if you lying, at least I'ma believe you cleaning yourself. If you don't, if I just go in there, boom, you still got the Irish Spring. It's like, I don't need you to smell like that. But you really, anyway, you still use rags. And for you niggas who still use wash rags, craziness, sickening, yuck, ew. You know what I'm saying? That's clean dirty. That's clean, bro. You gotta have 45 different rags, bro. Pause. Listen. Alright.
I do this for my culture, penny nickels.
Cool. Look, how much time we got? All right, cool. We're done. Almost out of here. Look, if people are looking at you, if someone thinks you're super funny, but you're really not super funny. If someone thinks you're super sad, if they believe in what they're seeing on Instagram, if they believe in what they're seeing on any type of social media, TikToks, all that fake happiness in real life, that's when we're going to get to see everything. Anything that I believe or anything that I thought about you, that's what I'm going to get to see. And based on what you've given me, though you may think you're doing the cool stuff,
When you said that last time,
you look corny. Though you think you're doing corny stuff so you could still look cool, you still look corny, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? No knock to anyone doing it. I'm just saying people are going to believe what they believe. So what you decide to show is what people are going to see. And all I'm saying is this. My life, just for Jordon, we got to put it out there because I don't want nobody to get the misconception about me. My life is so much more than working out and my kids and whatever I show on social media. And I'm sure your life is the same way. But if you don't know how to communicate that, if you don't know how to be vulnerable in showing something else other than what you want people to see, people are going to believe what they want to believe about you. Needless to say, ladies and gentlemen,
Real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.
needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to know who you are when you're looking yourself in the mirror. And if you're not willing to be vulnerable with anyone that you know, you have to be vulnerable with yourself. You have to tell yourself the truth. You can live a lie, but reality is reality. Social media is social media. The virtual reality is the virtual reality. Your daydreams could still be a nightmare because reality is reality. You know what I'm saying? And for all you people, I'm going to do a part 2 to this because I know Frank has things to say. You know what I'm saying? But you just got to live your truth. And if your truth is a lie, then that's what you'll live. You know what I'm saying?
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy.
FashionCriminalClothing.com. Make sure you like, subscribe. Jordan's World Podcast, episode 68, I believe. You know the fucking vibes.
I do this from my culture, penny nickels in the sofa, mommy watching Oprah, daddy in the kitchen with the soda.
It's real one for Toyz. It's not 3, buddy.